Playing online is fun, but there are plenty of reasons you might want to play offline games. Maybe your internet connection isn't stable, or maybe your commute takes you underground. Whatever your reason, you have come to the right place. Cause today on Joker's Den, top 13 best and new offline games for Android and iOS devices. So stick with me by subscribing this channel with notifications on. Alright then, let's begin. So starting with number 13, Puppy Playtime Chapter 2. So, it's a horror game with interesting plot where the game begins an abandoned factory that produced toys. And here the main character from the first part wake up. And as usual, all the doors are locked from the outside and live scary dolls walk around the factory. So the task is to find a way out of the factory while not catching the eye of the enemy. And to complete the task, you need to solve puzzles, but you will be constantly haunted by toy monster. Next over at number 12, Railbound. It's a puzzle game with colorful graphics and musical accompaniment during the construction of the railway. So you need to make sure that the cars get to the head of the train. But the problem is that there may be obstacles in their way, plus they are numbered, which means they cannot be driven in a chaotic order. So Railbound is an interesting mobile game in the puzzle genre, and it's unusual to boring so much attention to single player in a game like Railbound, and the cartoon style focuses on fun and sets the appropriate mode. Also, this project draws inspiration from genres like top-down games. Moving on to number 11, Project Hazard. This one is a mobile shooter that was launched on Android, and the game has Doom 3 level graphics. The project offers more than 20 unique levels, 30 types of enemies, and improved weapons. In addition, you can shoot zombies with techno soundtrack. So Project Hazard has everything that action fans crave for. The game offers a fascinating adventure for a single player, and the dark atmosphere of this game sets you for the serious and ongoing events. Also, this project draws inspiration from genres like shooter, horror, zombie games, and obviously first person. So before moving on, tap on the like button without any hesitations. Now on number 10, Elite Motors 2. It's an open world game where you play a young Brazilian guy who you have to help earn money by delivering all kinds of packages around the city. So an easy way to describing the game is by comparing it to Grand Theft Auto, except you can commit any crimes. So you can only work honestly and earn money from your efforts. And the controls in Elite Motors 2 are very easy. But the game needs to add some things like density of population, cause without this, it feels like a ghost town. Moving on to number 9, Crazy Samurai. It's a physics-based ragdoll fighting game, where you can control your samurai to finish all the enemy in arena. And after each victory, you can unlock new weapons and armors to improve your combat effectiveness. And the game provides hundreds of insane weapons for your samurai to use. So overall, it's a great fun game that you can try. And on number 8, Iron Marine's Invasion. It's a strategic RPG that will allow you to participate in space battles similar to those you can play in the classic StarCraft. The sequel to this successful of Ironhide comes with multiple new features and dozens of new planets and characters that you will discover as the games go by. In this game, you will be planning different space trips that will allow you to enter each planet. To do this, you will form multiple squads to combine all the characters of different races whose skills will be mixed to generate spectacular attacks. Next over at number 7, the Light Remaster Edition. It's a continuation to already liked horror Dead Bunker. The game begins right after our hero collects 5 laptops and heads to the door, thinking to leave this sinister place. But it turns out to be not so simple. After losing consequences, he woke up in a wet basement. First, he will need to find a way out of it. So if you like horror genre, then you can have a look at this one. And on number 6, Watcher Chronicles. So, the plot is based on the fact that the bosses of the undead caretakers have conceived to turn our world into a kind of hell. Of course, there is no way we're going to let that happen. Apparently, a fairly developed role-playing system awaits us. So, we will be able to improve the character, his magical skills, as well as find and upgrade different types of weapons. So, Watcher Chronicles is an interesting mobile game in the RPG genre, and the game offers a fascinating adventure for a single player, and the cartoon style focuses on fun and sets the appropriate mood. Also, this project draws inspiration from genres like side-scroller and Souls-like. Now moving on to number 5, Merge Fighting. It's an awesome merge game that takes street fighting to a new level. The ruthless punk and street fighters are terrorizing the city, so it's time for you, the king of fighters, to teach them a lesson they will never forget. So you will use the power of weapon merge and prove yourself as the ultimate fighter in an epic test of strength and skill in this fighting game. Overall, it's a great fun game that you should try, and obviously don't forget to subscribe with notifications on and give me a thumbs up. So on number 4, Beyond the Wall. So in this game, you ring your friend's doorbell, but still no one opens. Although the light is on, so you need to discover what happens one summer's night beyond the wall of the garden with the tall house. And you will immerse yourself into a mysterious world where fantasy meets reality with a pinch of humor. So Beyond the Wall is a classic point and click adventure with a magical atmosphere and captivating music. On the third number of the list, Prince of Persia Escape 2. So, in this game, you are waiting for adventures related to the Prince of Persia. You have to go through a variety of levels with blue diamonds that you need to collect on your way, overcome difficult city obstacles, defeat opponents and bosses, perform tricks, take control of time, and gradually go to the end. So it's a mobile game available on iOS and Android where you have to take on the role of Prince of Persia. Overall, it's a great game, and if you are a fan of Prince of Persia, then you should definitely try this one out. And on number 2, Horizon Chase 2. So if you are tired of the Asphalt series, then you can try Horizon Chase 2. This mobile game is released exclusively for Apple Arcade subscribers. The developers promises online modes, a new customization system compared to the first part, as well as new visual effects. In Horizon Chase 2, there are well-developed tracks where you can use forks, collect nitro, and overtake rivals. Finally, at the top of the list, Beyond Dark Tales. It's an adventure game about friends who fall into incredible stories that have begun to happen recently in their small town. And the Arc Energy Corporated conducted experiments in secret laboratories with movements to parallel worlds in order to capture energy reserves. But something went wrong. By opening the portal, they let uninvited guests into our world. And from the moment, strange things began to happen in the small town of our heroes. And the game offers thrilling plot and fascinating puzzles with great mix of escape room and unique atmospheric art style. So overall, if you love adventurous game with a mixture of fascinating puzzles, then you should definitely try this one out. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want more. Also, don't forget to turn on the notifications, and you can share your opinion about this video in the comment section. Alright, we'll catch up in the next one. Till then, keep watching and happy gaming!